Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream here on Cemetery Road. I am sorry that I am late. I have been rushing around trying to get this thing up and running because I was out on a trip. I just got back yesterday and I sat down to do the live stream and I realized my computer wasn't set up, nothing was set up, everything was chaos. But that being said, I am here to chit chat with the new reality. And to make that happen, we got boom, this fine looking gentleman right here.
What is happening, folks?
Hopefully, everybody can hear us. This is the new reality. Half of the new reality.
Yeah,
The other half is working. But he may try to pop on here in a little bit. But me and you are just going to chit chat for a little bit because we have
well,
a big event coming up, and I haven't talked to you guys in a little while, and I wanted to make sure you guys were ready for it.
we're excited. Cody and I we're really trying to even get content out. Working a lot, but like this is something we're really looking forward to because we get to take 4 days off of work to go do something we absolutely love to do, and that's hang out with our fans.
Yeah.
PECS, right?
PECS Paranormal Experience, Virginia City. It's coming up. I don't know who all is going. I know there's a bunch of people that follow me, follow you, that are going to be there. It's going to be awesome. We're taking over Virginia City and just doing paranormal investigations, hanging out. It's going to be flipping awesome. And if the last couple of years we've been able to do this is any indication, everybody's going to have a good time.
Yes. Because
Daniel, thank
it's
you for the
cool.
super chat, sir. I appreciate it.
What's amazing about that, it was, yeah, of course we do what we love, and that's investigate with our fans, but we also get to just mingle and talk and get to know our fans a little more intimately. And I really enjoyed our last one we did. It was a great time.
Plus,
People are
it's
awesome.
just like it's not even just like talking with people who follow our content. It's sitting down with people who are just as interested in the paranormal, in investigating that we are. And so you're talking about types of investigating. You're talking about like people's kind of experiences and how they prefer to investigate. And so it's really like a meeting of the minds, if you
Yeah.
will, because we all get to, not only if you are a watcher of investigations, you get to tell us like what you prefer, but if you are another investigator, you get to hip us to like the kinds of things you like to do during an investigation, maybe some techniques that we aren't employing in our investigations that we would like to. Like it's just one really cool event, and the fact that we get to take over Virginia City this time around is amazing.
Yeah. Virginia City is legitly haunted. We've done multiple locations and we've gotten so much evidence in that place. And the new reality is actually investigating the Crown Point Mill. And that is where I saw a clear full body apparition. It's going to
Yeah,
be just epic. It's going to be epic.
absolutely. I want to draw our attention to the chat real quick. We got a bunch of cool people here. We got Laws, we got Sabra, we got Kasara, Cassie, Sass, Denise, Tarnia, all these people who are awesome and always support what we do here on the
Awesome.
Cemetery Road. We got Aaron in the house. We got
What's up?
Amy, Carrie, Mike. Again, Daniel, I appreciate the super chat. Always appreciated. Uh, and thank you guys for taking time out of your weekend to come hang out with us. I super appreciate it. I just got back from doing a bunch of investigating
Nice.
um, with my son. I'm doing some investigative videos here on Cemetery Road Investigations. I just did 3 different locations over the course of this week. Super looking forward to bringing those episodes out to you guys. Reekin, thank you for the super chat. Funny, Jason used to stream from his vehicle. What up, Sean? I know, right? I should have, if I would have known you were going to be in your car, I would have just jumped over to Falcor and had some like flashbacks with you.
Yeah, I'm actually outside of my job, and again, they're really supportive. So it's awesome that I can just say, hey, I'm going to be out for about a half hour or so, and I got a live stream. I'm going to go hang out with a bunch of people I like, and it's going to be cool. And they're really supportive of it. So here I am in my car.
Absolutely. We got Aaron. Thank you for the super chat. I super appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the support of Cemetery Road and everything we do here. We also have Crow of Judas in the house, who you've
What
seen
up,
on
Crow?
various live streams, and the Dead Hours, Vivian herself, who maybe I'm overstepping my bounds, Vivian, but Vivian's got some important news to share with people if she feels like.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
but
I won't
but
say it, but that's awesome.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Uh, That's right. Law says, "Congrats on your engagement, Vivian." Yeah, Vivian's getting hitched.
Nice.
Super exciting. And
Great
I
guy,
think
too.
her man is planning on coming to PECS. Speaking of PECS,
Yeah.
y'all should come to PECS too. Or at
Yeah.
the very
Awesome.
least, if you can't come to PECS, and I get it, a lot of you guys live overseas, a lot of you guys live across the country. It's hard to do air travel and then like get hotels for the weekend, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But one of the big things you can do if you are not able to come to PECS itself live is go over to PECS. Tarnia has dropped the link to all the information for PECS and all that kind of stuff. That information includes every single person who is going to be attending as a guest. And if you go check that list out, start following them on Instagram, following them on YouTube, it will almost be as if you're there because I know all of us are going to be posting photos, posting live streams, posting stories, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be making it so that if you can't be there in person, the virtual experience itself will be just as fun. So make sure you go follow literally everybody who's a guest because you're going to get a different experience no matter who you're following.
Yeah, I think last year we tried to go live a couple times, which was kind of cool. We, got to get involved with the investigation, got to see what we were getting. We got when we did some investigating, everybody got an experience. We got EVPs, we got equipment going off. It's going to be crazy because Virginia City is definitely a very haunted location. The whole town is crazy haunted.
Absolutely. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. She says, beer, beer, beer. Beer emoji, beer emoji, beer emoji.
Nice.
Absolutely. I will
Jealous.
have a beer on you. Thank you very much.
I will be having my cocktail after I leave here. I'm actually not going to be here all night, so I'll be able to indulge a little bit.
Oh, good, because it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Is it Saturday? I don't know. I am so thrown off. Like literally, I was out traveling around doing investigations, and I could not tell you what day it was. Every time I woke up, I was like, "Is it Wednesday? It's Thursday." Oh, okay.
It sounds
Never
like
mind
a
that.
good dream. It sounds like a great dream to not know what day it is of the week, and you're investigating.
I know it's been a lot of fun getting back into the investigative like mindset. Trying
Nice.
to do investigations for Cemetery Road that are the way I want to do them. Trying to figure out how to film them in a way that's like different than what you're used to with content for me. It should be a lot of fun. I
Awesome.
have 3 investigations filmed. I'm going to start putting those out here in the next few weeks, and just I'm going to put it out there like just give the first couple like a little bit of a pass. We didn't find our groove until about investigation 3, but it should be a lot of fun anyway. And I think you guys will enjoy the locations. A couple of the locations, while I was there, I was like, I got to tell New Reality to come here because I think they would have a lot of fun with a
That's
few of these
awesome.
places.
Yeah, our last episode was crazy because it was in New York. We actually investigated with Chasing the Darkness, and I sat myself right in the middle of a pentagram, and it was pretty crazy. Some of the responses, and I watched it and I went, "Holy cow!" I could tell that whatever was coming through wasn't me. So that was pretty. That was an
Where
intense.
what was the location?
Yeah, it was. I forget. It's not. We just got done with Penhurst. I should know. Um, I don't remember the name of it. It's the last one.
I get that. I get that too.
Yeah, part 2 is actually going to be released on Sunday, but the part 1 it's legit. It was really very active.
And traveling all the way to New York, that's kind of a big deal because you guys are based out of the West Coast.
Yeah, we're Southern California. Yep.
So when you went, I imagine it was kind of like a whirlwind trip there for a couple days and then shot right back.
You know us well. Yes. And I was actually sick the whole time, unfortunately, but
Oh,
it didn't stop us. I mean, we got a couple really good investigations out.
nice.
Yeah, it
Just
was.
like a stomach bug or like a cold?
No, I was totally congested in the head. I actually, when I got
Oh,
back home, I checked for COVID, so I didn't go back to work and have it. So that was good.
well, that sucks. I like it sucks when you're doing an investigation and you're just physically drained. Like I know what it's like to be like tired during an investigation. The idea of being like sick, like congested and like sick during an investigation, that's terrible.
Yeah, I think that's probably when I did the sensory. That's probably why I went in deep, because there's a level of trance that goes into that. You know, I go into a
Yep.
situation and I giggle. I watched the video and I kind of made this giggle and I went, holy crap, that's not me. But it was easy for me to just drop into that because I was already just stuffed up head and kind of fogged
Yep.
already.
Let's see here. Crow says, "Damn, this chat is banging." Yeah, we got like 47 people here in the chat
Nice.
supporting Cemetery Road, supporting the New Reality. If you guys are not already subscribed to New Reality, go do that. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't be.
Yeah,
Uh,
appreciate that.
and I love your guys' content. It is good times. And I love the fact that you guys are branching out. Like you went all the way to New York for this last one. Like that's awesome.
So
Um,
I don't want to say too much, but we're looking at a personal, private case in Alabama. They actually reached out and it's on I don't want to say too much because it's going to be a future
yeah,
episode, but it is something that has a lot of history in it, and it's a home that was burned down and it was haunted before it burned down, and then they built another home on it, and it also was very haunted. So they want some help, and we're going to go out there and see what we can do.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you ever you're in my neck of the woods, which Alabama's kind of my neck in the woods, if sort of, don't hesitate. Give me a call. I'll come help out. I'll schlep gear. I'll hold a camera for you guys.
Oh heck, it's got to be a collab, man. Let's do
There
a
you go. Let's
collaboration.
do it. Listen,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, like the locations I went to this week, absolutely, you guys would have a blast.
So we
Um,
should do something in the near future. We should have a nice collaboration. We'll go fly out there and let's do a collaboration, man. Maybe we
yeah,
meet halfway.
yeah. Like I love me a road trip, so I don't mind the drive.
I'm down. I'm
But
down.
definitely, Dead Hour says Vivian says PEX is going to be popping. Get your tickets now if you haven't, because we're running out of time. PEX is happening very very soon.
There's people all over the world that are going to PECS. I had people reaching out to me from Australia, from England. There's just, it's going to be an awesome event, and all over the country, of course, as well. But this is going to be a big deal. I think there's going to be all kinds of people having a great time and actually witnessing paranormal activity, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, PEX is not a huge event in terms of like it's not Comic Con where you got like 20,000 people showing up. Like we only have enough room for 100 maybe people, but we have people from all over the world that come to Virginia City to investigate in Virginia City, and they will spend the money to fly across the world, come to Virginia City and investigate a location, a
Yeah,
single location. This is a chance to basically investigate almost anywhere in Virginia City, and it's over multiple nights, so you get to experience multiple locations with experienced paranormal investigators. Like that is unheard of. There's never been an event like this in Virginia City before, with the type of access you would have, with the type of talent you would have. Like it's a big deal, and honestly, like I hesitate to say once in a lifetime, but like next year's going to be something different. Like we try to do something a little different every year.
yeah.
And if Virginia City is like one of your bucket list items, or a location in Virginia City is like a bucket list item, this is the best way to experience that.
Yeah, and if you don't know anything about Virginia City, go to the New Reality. We've been to the Washoe Club.
Yeah.
Crown Point. We've been to, was it Silver Queen. We don't have a video on that one, but we've been to several locations in Virginia City, and Mackey Mansion, it's very haunted. It's a very haunted location. We've caught a mass. What was it? What's the one we caught the mass in? It's a brewery, but there's just all kinds of locations there we've done, and
Yeah, I
we
mean,
caught.
the new reality, and I, we boogied around Donovan Mill a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the first times I met you guys, like I just started following you during like it was like the world's biggest ghost hunt or something,
Yeah.
and we were investigating parts of Donovan Mill that I hadn't been into, nor have I returned to. Uh,
Wonder
and it
why.
was a yeah, this was your fault. Uh, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, things being thrown, knocks, voices, just on and on and on. Yeah, we caught a shadow mass
Mhm.
at Donovan Mill. Yeah, it's. Oh, I saw a shadow in the refinery area, but when Cody left to go get a battery, that place is freaking ridiculous
He
as
just
well.
left you alone like a punk. That's
I
what
was
he
like,
done.
oh, hello, shadow figure.
Just like he was supposed to be on this live stream and he just left you alone.
Yeah, it was funny. He texted me about 15 minutes, just so you guys all know. He's his what he does. It's very it's all over the place. It's not scheduled, so you
Yeah.
find himself. He's a public server, so he's like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. So he said he'd try to pop in, but unfortunately, he gets a call. He's got to go to it. There's no way he can go.
Yeah, we're not going to hold it against him. It's
Yeah,
funny because me and him had been talking like a week and a half ago or something like that. And I'm like, we should do a live stream together. And he's like, yeah. And I threw out some times and he's like, yeah, no, I can totally make those. But he's busy and it's only going to work on the weekends. And so we made the decision. I'm like, well, but Sean needs to be there. So we'll make it for a weekend. So we delayed it until today. And then he's not
yeah.
able to show up. It's like, oh, okay.
It's funny because he did a podcast with, I think it was Hollywood Paranormal,
Mhm.
and again I wasn't able to make it because it was during the week, and it's so we're really right now our schedules are just they're awful. They're just awful,
Yeah.
and they're fighting each other, and we're trying to get content out, and it's just we've been really busy, but we're not going to give up our passion. It's unfortunate that sometimes we miss a week here and there, but we're also doing the podcasting thing, which we really love to do. And why not? We did a podcast in the middle of a farmhouse, and we were
Yeah, I
getting bored.
saw that.
It's just we love podcasting. So that's another thing that we got a chance to get back into a little bit, and we're dabbling. We're trying to stay within the public's eye, and we do what we love, and we'll continue to do that.
I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the same thing I'm doing. Like I'm shooting more cemeteries and stuff, but I wanted to do paranormal investigations, and so I'm doing a little bit of that and trying to get my photography going again because I kind of fell asleep on that a little bit. And it's all because you guys are just supporting what we're doing that makes it worth kind of doing, like taking the time to travel around and do this stuff. Is because you guys are supporting us uh so well,
Yeah.
sharing our content and watching our content and commenting on videos and watching live streams. All that just helps so much.
It supports us. We never, with the new reality, everything that's given to us always goes back into our travel costs and equipment replacements. It's always, we never use it for anything but the new reality. The New York trip, we were a little short, so I lent the new reality money so we could go. So we could make sure we got content. We want to go to New York. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to New York? We got a couple of really good spots. But as we go, it's just we want to go to England. We want to go to
Mhm.
Europe. We want to do Scotland. And so, we want to keep growing. And it's just because of these fans that are watching us now and the people that watch our stuff. That's the only reason, we're able to do this. And it's appreciated. We appreciate our fans for sure.
Absolutely. Warrior Spirit Experience, Miss Jen is now a new member of Cemetery Road. Thank you very much for that.
Miss Jen,
We got enough new members that we were able to add a new emoji. We got the proton pack emoji. If you
love
guys
it.
want to start dropping proton packs in the chat, that would be awesome.
Don't get too crazy there. Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air to see that you were doing investigations, Jason. I was like, right on, because I know that we've had some really good times investigating. Like you said, you're talking about the Donovan Mill. I remember us going up to areas we probably weren't supposed to, and some things happened when we were up there. We're like, are we supposed to be here? Oh, we don't.
No one's ever told me not to be here, so why not?
Yeah.
Um, the investigation stuff, I love doing paranormal investigations.
Mm.
I wanted to start doing some on my own in the fashion that I wanted to do them because in the past I haven't been able to. So this was a great way to do an investigation the way I would like, but also try and figure out how to do it in my style, which it took, like, I'm not going to lie, the first couple nights was a little rough trying to figure out like exactly how I wanted to do things. Third night, awesome. There's a few more locations that I have on the books that I'm going to go to. That should be a lot of fun.
Nice.
And, it's been fun getting kind of back into it. I went on a trip to do these investigations. It was a trip I'd been wanting to do, a trip I had kind of planned out and like scheduled, and I could not get it done. Not because of me, but because of other circumstances. But I said, you know what, screw it. If I'm just gonna do it anyway, like I don't care. So I
That's
went on the trip for Cemetery Road instead, and it worked out really, really well. I can't wait. I should have those episodes start popping up in the next few weeks. There's so much footage. I gotta start going through the footage this week. A lot of audio files to go through and stuff like that. And kind of, I'm still trying to figure out what this show looks like in terms of like the editing and the style, all that kind of stuff. Because you don't want to like kind of like copy what has been done before. You kind of want
yeah.
to make it your own. So it should be fun. My goal in these investigative videos, one, the investigation itself, I want to see if something is there.
Yeah.
The video part of it, the creating an episode and presenting it to you guys, I want it to seem like what is it like to go to a haunted house with Jason?
Yeah.
As simple as that. I want to present an investigation that is attainable to anybody else who's like, I'm interested in paranormal investigations, but I don't have a lot of money and I don't have a lot of gear and I don't have a lot of time. I'm like, well, cool. You don't need any of those things.
Right.
Here's what you can do if you are truly interested. If you're not producing a video, if you're not producing an episode of something, you don't need all the bells and whistles that we necessarily do. Um, and so I hope those episodes come off like that. And I hope they're fun. I hope people enjoy them. And if they are enjoyable enough, I hope to do more in the future.
Oh, I think you should. It's going to be fun to watch you evolve into you presenting, and again, I think that the way we we bring out what we're trying to do and how we what our vision is. It's going to be fun to watch you evolve into that. I think Cody and I, our first couple times, we felt like all we were doing was just taking video of places, and then we came to this conclusion that we were presenting. So we would present, hey, this is the location and this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to catch paranormal activity, prove or disprove. And so we try to go into skeptics. And I think there's something to be said about that. It's not about, oh my God, there's something, real going on. So, we want to get some kind of real reaction, right? And I think that's the real of it. I'm kind of curious to see how you want to express it and what your vision is. And I think that evolves. I think that becomes, it takes a little bit, right?
Yeah. And I feel like even after these 3 investigations that I just finished up, anything past this is going to look a little different, until I kind of find the way I want to do things, because I haven't quite figured that out yet.
I think
But also,
it'll continue to change, because I know that Cody and I continuously try to find different ways to present it to the guys, the people that are watching.
yeah. And the cool thing about what we do is we have full control over how we present things. And so we have that ability to be like, how about we change some stuff? How about we do something a little different?
We get
Also, one of the things, like I went on this trip and I did some these 3 paranormal investigations, but I also got to do a bunch for Cemetery Road to the point where like I think I've uh, went to a couple locations that are probably my favorite locations that I've ever been to. So I can't wait to present those like straight up cemetery videos to you guys as well, because Cemetery Road is not going to change in terms of I'm not just going to become a paranormal investigation channel. It will still be like cemetery tours and cemetery appreciation videos and all that kind of stuff, as well as every once in a while you're going to get an investigation video because it's fun to do that kind of thing as well. Um,
That's so
but
awesome.
yeah,
I'm
it's
excited for it.
awesome. Crow
Like I
said, "Read my
like
super chat, damn it." Sorry. Uh, Sean likes my corn dogs. Crow of Judah says, "Thank you for the super chat, sir." I didn't forget you. I didn't
taco.
forget you.
Some of those people in the chat probably recognize us.
Sass says, "What? Jason has TCR episodes banked? I do. I have a lot. And because of my investigations all this week, I was not able to put out a video this week, but I have one coming out this upcoming week. Do not worry. If you want investigation videos, you just gotta have to put the regular episodes on hold."
Thanks.
What? Daniel, thank you for the super chat. What if you heard a child scream at a location? I would scream myself. That's what I would do.
I think we've heard children scream, people moan, people scream. Yeah, multiple places, hospitals. We've placed in, I think it was Atlanta, or it was probably Georgia. We had a scream of a. It's not. It was used to be a hospital. We hear it all the time. Unfortunate that's how sometimes people die of tragic deaths, and there's an echo there. You know, it happens to imprint.
Yep. Cassie says, "Hey, I have to go. Busy day tomorrow, and I'm pooped out." Thanks for joining us, Cassie. I cannot wait to see you again at PECS. If you're not following her channel, do it. There was another one says, let's see, where was it? Dark Cellar Door says, "I think Jason's son is going to add a fresh aspect to it." Yeah, my oldest son came with me on these investigations. His first investigations, he's kind of quiet with the first and the second investigations. By the third one, he had kind of found his voice and he was able to like join in with me a bunch. So be nice, guys.
Oh, he's starting out. Why not? That's awesome.
That's right. Gwendolyn says, "I'm missing you investigate paranormal stuff. Really looking forward to those, Jason. I appreciate you. They will be coming soon. I promise."
Yeah, there'll be a future couple episodes with the collab for sure. Both me and Cody are excited about doing that. We've talked about it, and we'll have to do that for sure, Jason.
Absolutely. There's plenty of places down in my neck of the woods for you guys. And then let's see. Sass asked, "Did he like it? Did my son like paranormal investigations?" He did. We had a lot of fun. I asked him specifically, like, "So when I go do more, are you wanting to go with?" And he's like, "Well, if my work schedule allows." Like, it's not a thing that he's like super uh passionate about. So, and I'm not going to push him. I'm not going to be like, "No, you got to, like, you got to be on the show now." Um, but we had a good, fun father-son time.
Nice.
And I absolutely loved it. So the Cemetery Road investigations will always be me. And it may be Sean and Cody. It may be me and a couple friends. It may just be me. You never know. But it's going to be me going out investigating. Whether or not I bring other people along, it remains to be seen. Sabrina's going to bed too. Good night, Sabrina. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Get some sleep. You got some important work to do. And then let's see what else. Sass says hashtag mini Jason. Kinda, except he's a lot taller than me.
I'd be curious to see what happens if he ever gets like touched or gets a voice in his ear and see what he does.
That would be crazy. Warrior Spirit Experience threw down a super chat to say, "What editing software do you use? Premiere 25 is kicking my butt. See you both at PECS." So I use iMovie on my phone.
Oh,
That is what I use. I purposely made Cemetery Road and thus my Cemetery Road investigations as easy for me as possible. And that meant being able to do everything right here in the palm of my hand. Um, Beyond that, Final Cut. If I ever have to like go into a computer and do editing, I'll use Final Cut.
Do you drop the drone footage in your phone too and
Yep.
clip it in? Yeah.
Yep.
So I do
The point,
with my
yeah,
phone.
the point for me was I need to make it as easy for me as possible, or else if it becomes too much, if it becomes too much of a thing to produce, I will never do it. I'm too busy. I've got too much stuff going on. I'm lazy. Like I need to make it so like, hey, if I'm just sitting here waiting or doing work or whatever, I can just get on my phone and edit an episode kind of thing.
Yeah.
It does mean my editing is very bare bones and basic a lot because there's only so much you can do with your phone, but it means that I can edit anywhere at any time and I can produce the content ultimately that I want with what I use here. So iPhone, um, there's another app that I use also, Premiere Rush, which is the mobile version of Premiere. I'll use that sometimes, but very rarely.
That's what I like about the phone too, because you were talking earlier about how people could, they can investigate with. They don't need a bunch of expensive equipment.
No.
You're with your phone. We use an app when it comes to, what is it? We use the Ovilus, the
Mm-hmm.
iOvilus. We get direct responses, and I think people say, "Oh, well, it says random things." Well, the whole point of the equipment is to have the spirit manipulate the piece of equipment to be communicate. So if you say porch and all of a sudden you're on the porch and something comes at you, you might be able to put that together, right? So
Yeah.
it's about trying to prove and have multiple evidence to prove that it is or is not.
Yep. Karen says she dropped a super chat that said, "Got the T-shirt, Jason, the Stranger Things looking one." And Sean, what? Or sorry, Sean, you're looking good. Are you still doing keto? Can't wait to see you both in a few weeks. Well, thank you, one, for getting a shirt. That's awesome. It is my favorite design right at the moment. And yes, Sean is looking quite dapper these days. Are you still doing the keto diet, sir?
I'm not doing keto. I'm doing really high protein, and I've stuck really firmly to the diet, as well as I'm still trying to exercise. I work so much and I go up and down stairs a lot because of the nature of what I do. I am a floor manager and I don't sit at my desk all day, even though there's a lot to do at my desk. But I really try to keep busy. I haven't been on any hikes, but not as recently. I miss them, but yeah, I just try to stay busy, keep myself moving, and I also take some supplements that help to keep the fat off.
Nice. Let's see. Maisie Rose asked, Jason, how old is your son? My son, who went on investigations with me, is 18.
Nice.
And then let's see. We're going to wrap this up, guys, because he's got to work. I've got to go to bed. It's quite late. Rican says, I prefer the bare boned investigations. Shut up, Crow. Sass asked, Cemetery Road, how's the gym working out for you? It would be great if I would go.
If you had the time, right?
It's true. I'm planning on getting back into it. I'm sorry. I've been busy. I've been out of town.
Something about having to sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. That's all
I know. But we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Thanks, Sean, for hanging out for a little bit. The reason we got together is to talk about PECS. Again, if you're not going to be there in person, make sure you're following Cemetery Road and New Reality and all the other guests that are going to be appearing, just so you can kind of attend virtually, because I know we're all going to be posting videos and photos and everything we can. Plus, after the event, we're going to be putting out videos on the event, things we filmed during the event. So you're going to want to catch all that content that's going to be coming out from all of us the days and weeks following PECS. Thank you guys.
At that our last PECS. So you guys, you'll get a chance to see that for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out, guys. let's see. It's Saturday. I should have a new episode probably by Wednesday, but don't hold that to me because I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But thanks for hanging out, Sean. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks at
Yeah, I
PECS
can't wait to collab.
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll do some investigating while I'm there. And thanks for everybody for supporting Cemetery Road by being in the live streams, by subscribing to our channels, by telling your friends like, oh, you want to see something cool? Check out these YouTube channels and all that kind of stuff. And until next time, remember, as always, be safe, be respectful, and we will see you on the next one.
Love you guys.